Cancel, what's going on? Tyler, what's going on? Volnet, what's going on? Scent Savvy, what's going on? Brian, what's going on? How's the day going so far? Um, Tyler says, what's up, my guys? Scent of the day, blue jeans. You still at home today? Tyler, nice. Scent of the day, well, not my scent of the day. Tyler's scent of the day is blue jeans. Blue jeans is a good fragrance. Yeah, I mean, there's really no, like, at least to me, there's really no, like, if and buts about it. A lot of people are like, oh, I mean, like, I could see how it could be appealing, but now it just smells old school. Like, obviously, it's going to smell old school. No ifs, ands, or buts. I absolutely love that fragrance. So good choice, Tyler. What is everyone's scent of the day? Let me know in the comments below. Would you rather trade every single cologne, assuming you have them right now, for the world's strongest fragrance? Scent is random. No, just because, one, I wouldn't really want, per se, the world's strongest fragrance because you wouldn't really be able to wear it. And then scent is random, though. It could be just a pure oud fragrance, right? You would not want that. Or at least I would not want that, right? What's going on? More epic randomness. Scent of the day, Latafa Jasor. Latafa Jasor. That's a Coral Fantasy clone, right? Wow, that's good. Hello, dear. I'm watching KSA. I don't know what KSA is, but what's going on, Teresa? Something to no clue. Whenever I wear your friend says you smell like tobacco and old laundry detergent. I mean, it definitely does have this sort of laundry vibe for sure. But it's also weird because this isn't even like somebody's laundry. This is like somebody's grandma's or grandpa's laundry room. Like, it's powdery. It smells like laundry detergent. It smells very clean, but definitely old school. Oh my god, what is in my eye? My scent of the day today is Latafa's Caid Al Farsan. Beautiful pineapple balm. I was wearing this one today, kept catching whiffs of it. Obviously, I'm wearing this one today, but I keep catching whiffs of it, and it is phenomenal. It's very, very, very good. A good, just sort of like pineapple saffron balm. Trying to figure out what fragrance you're going to get. You're between a City Rhythm, an Amouage, or 3 clones. I wouldn't say go Amouage because Amouage is a Middle Eastern brand, so they're, in all honesty, really no different from like Latafa or brands like that. 3 clones. I mean, you have a decent amount of clones in your collection, Brian. I would say get a City Rhythm, and I'd say get City Rhythm Redline 2654. It's tropical, it's sweet, it's coconutty, it's almondy. There's like this blue Jolly Rancher candy vibe to it. I think get Redline 2654, or my next recommendation would be Austin, and Austin smells like a cinnamon apple pie. But honestly, Brian, what I would recommend to you, instead of buying an Amouage that's $200, instead of buying a City Rhythm that's, like $200, what I would recommend, save up your money, because what City Rhythm has on their site, so their 30 ml bottles are $90. For $500, you get 30 ml bottles. You get Miami Tropical Confessions, Austin, you get Redline 2654, you get San Diego, you get Manhattan, you get 10 City Rhythms, and I think that's a really good deal because then it's $50 for each of them. So honestly, Brian, I would recommend go that route because they got a bunch of summer bangers, they got a lot of gourmand bangers. I don't really like gourmand fragrances. I would say Austin is a gourmand fragrance, and this is by far my favorite. Straight up smells like a cinnamon apple pie. So Brian, my recommendation, save up your money, get the big $500 10-pack from them. It is very, very, very worth it. I'm thinking about possibly getting it for like my birthday or Christmas possibly. And yeah, I understand. I have 2654, I have Tropical Confessions, I have Austin. I would just trade or sell those, and then whatever ones I really don't want, trade or sell. But I love City Rhythm fragrances. They're very, very good. Yes, correct. Nice, more epic randomness. Kingdom, Saudi Arabia deer, perfume deer. World's best smelling fragrance. That's uncomparable. No, okay, see, I wouldn't even do this because, again, it's like, in my collection, I have fragrances that smell great, that last long. I wouldn't want a fragrance that's too strong and could have a bad smell. And I wouldn't want a fragrance that has a great smell but doesn't last long, you know? C2, what's going on? Your your friend bought a 10 ml of afternoon swim. Smells phenomenal. Only lasts like 2 hours. Really fresh, aquatic, citrusy, blue raspberry kind of smell. I really want to try not imagination, sorry, afternoon swim. I tried a clone of it, which that was very good. Light, smile, not strong. So like imagination with the added candy note. I see now with me, with the clone that I tried of afternoon swim, it was like Full House, but with a bunch of pineapple in there. Damn, 10 fragrances. Yes, Brian, 10 fragrances brings them down from $90 for a 30 ml to $50. You get 10 of them. I would say there's like 3 really good cool weather city rhythms. There's like 3 really good warm weather city rhythms. And then the other ones, so like the other 4 of them, I would say are just like really good for year-round use. For me, I think if you're trying to get into city rhythm, that is going to be the best. And then also, you can sell them if you don't like them, you know, and you could still knock the price down a little bit, sell them for $70, right? Say you don't like 5 of them, you sell 5 of them, you make $350 back, right? So then the other 5 that you like and you love, you know, you're gonna wear them, only cost you $150, and then that's $30. That's $1 per ml. How to order, my dear? I'm in Saudi working. Just look up City Rhythm. I don't know if they will be able to ship to Saudi Arabia. They are an American brand, made and manufactured in America. I would assume you could probably ship it to, you know, actually ship to Saudi Arabia. Well, yeah, of course you can ship to Saudi Arabia. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. LA just reminded me of the time you got arrested at a perfume store. You got arrested at a perfume store? What are you trading or selling? If you're talking like with the... Wait, Brian, are you saying if I were to get the 10-pack of City Rhythms, or are you saying just in general right now, what am I trading or selling? Doing great, bro. Got me another Visa gift card. Finna cop some more fragrances with it. C2, that's fire, bro. Yeah, I'm get them, keep 3, and sell the rest. See, Brian, I wouldn't recommend you do that. I would just recommend genuinely go through them, figure out the ones that you like and don't like. Like, for example, something like Miami Tropical Confessions. I love this, and I think it's an absolutely great fragrance. Now, like, this almost reminds me of Cair Pistachio in that way, as it's masculine enough for a guy to wear, but still definitely on that kind of feminine side. So something like this, Brian, I think you'd like. But I would say, man, with your taste, you're probably going to like majority of them. If I get the 10-pack, so if I got the 10-pack, like, I wouldn't keep Tropical Confessions. I wouldn't keep Austin. I wouldn't keep the little bottle of 2654. You know, because I already have the bottles of them. And even though, like, if I wanted to, yeah, I could switch out Tropical Confessions for the new bottle of Tropical Confessions, right? Get a little bit more fragrance out of it, but I wouldn't really do that. So the ones that I do have, I would probably, well, I would sell or I would trade away. And then there's still a couple of them that I do want to try. There's this one called St. John's, and it's this like guava rum kind of fragrance. Brian, that seems like that would be really good for you. I would say, dude, just save up, because I'm assuming if you're gonna buy an Amouage, or if you're going to buy a City Rhythm, you know, you were planning to drop like $200 already. So in my opinion, I'd say just save up a little bit longer. Get the big 10-pack. Just left a Mexican restaurant. It was mid. When the waitress was fine. You see, tip like crazy when I paid. C2, come on, man. Yeah, more so detained. Actually, still most uncomfortable 30 minutes of my life. I could imagine. I could definitely imagine. Not gonna lie, if I get them and I like them all, I'm not selling. I would just sell the ones that you don't like. They have this one called Nashville, and apparently it smells like buttered popcorn and like whiskey or something like that. St. John's, got ya. Guava rum sounds fire. It does sound really fire. Like, from what I heard, is it's like just this like huge like sweet, it's like this huge sweet guava opening, and then you get this like rum vanilla kind of dry down. Hey man, I know it was simple like crazy, but she was a good waitress. If the food wasn't good, don't. I mean, actually, I guess I wouldn't say that because what is going on with me? I wouldn't say that because there's a lot of times where like the food will be great, but the waitress won't be good, or the waitress will be great and the food isn't good. Um, hey man, already read that. Ethan, what's going on? I have Nashville already in my car. I forgot the notes is crazy. I don't know, like I wouldn't want to go around smelling like buttered popcorn, but at the same time, part of me is thinking like it could be a Tonka Cola scenario where people are saying, "Oh, I wouldn't wear Tonka Cola. I don't want to go around smelling like a sticky Coca Cola." When it doesn't smell like a sticky Coca Cola, it could be something like that. Smelt the orange Lattafa Facade, really nice. Bottle quality is absolutely trash, to be honest. I bought my girlfriend Lattafa Yara candy, and they're the same exact bottles, just like different colors and stuff from the men's Assad. And I will say, Yara candy smells good, and at least me, I like the Assad slash Yara ones. Just smell. Already read that. Man, Texas heat is hell. Sitting in this car for 2 minutes, already sweating. Which city rhythms you trying to get rid of? I'll buy. Brian, I'm not trying to get rid of one right now. And because like all the ones that I have, I love because I only have 2654, Miami Tropical Confessions, and what else am I thinking of? And Austin. I mean, possibly, and I mean very, 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 very slimly possibly. I may be interested in trading Miami Tropical Confessions. I don't know. I do really like this fragrance. Brian, I would just say it would be worth it just to get the 10 pack because, like, as a fragrance influencer, bro, if you have almost every single fragrance from that brand, and then, Brian, think about this. If you get it soon, then for your birthday or for, you get another one for Christmas, you get another one, right? Now, obviously, you're an adult, but like if you get some money for Christmas or whatever, put that towards it. You could literally collect every single city rhythm. And then that would just be great because it's like if you have collected a whole line or a whole brand, a lot of people, specifically when like looking for city rhythms, they'll go to look at you because they'll be like, this guy owns every single one of them. He knows what he's talking about, right? Knight, argue the plastic used in the original Assad way higher quality compared to the quote-unquote spin-offs. See, I've never tried the original Assad, and I've never tried like any of the Assads, but from what I've seen and my understanding, they're like the exact same bottles. It could be different. I have no clue. Like, to me, the Yara candy bottle felt pretty high quality. There was really nothing I could complain about. I was also told on like Assad and on like the original Yara, the like thing that wraps would like it could like come off and then you could like you could throw it on like this like as a wrist, which I tried to get it off and it was really well glued on. I could not get it off. And I then obviously didn't want to like break my girlfriend's perfume bottle. I'm gonna still buy the 10 fragrances shit. If you do trade though, let me know. I'll throw you more cafe for the city rhythm. See, now that got me intrigued. I don't know, because it's like, I do love Miami Tropical Confessions, but I feel like in the end, I do like Redline more. But I don't know, Brian. I definitely, I will have, oh damn. I will have to think on I'll have to think on Tropical Confessions, just because I did just get this one, and I do enjoy it. So, give me a little bit, because there is an off chance that I can. Talk about Texas Roadhouse. Brian, I'm gonna still buy the 10 fragrance. Already read that. Yeah, see too. Texas Roadhouse fire. Dude, we got one in my city. So good. So good. Texas Roadhouse gas for sure. Put you on it. Dude, and also here's the thing. Texas Roadhouse, like, it's not too expensive as well. At least for a steakhouse, it's like 20, 30 bucks. But I've been scoping on. You wanna get wild card, the price, too much of a steal. See, I don't know. I tried the Lafayette Street DNA. I did not like it, honestly. If my house is on fire and I can only save 5, what would they be? Okay, we're going to do this rapid fire. My house is on fire right now. Oh my God, my house is on fire. Okay, 1. Oh, guys, my house is burning down. 2. I hear my family screaming right now. Guys, God, my house is burning down. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do, guys? My house is burning down. What do I do? No. No, my house. Guys, my house is burning down. Here's 4. Let's see. We got 4. Let's finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here would be my 5. So, first of all, Stronger With You EDT. Second, John Paul Gaultier's Ultramall. Third, oh damn, I almost dropped this. Third, YSL Myself Original Eau de Parfum. Fourth, Mancera's Instant Crush. And then 5th, City Rhythm Redline 2654. Those would be the 5 I would just simply grab first. What's the best meal in there, C2? I know you're asking C2. C2 says a steak. I agree. I personally get the 20. This may sound fat, okay? I get the 26-ounce ribeye. I get their house salad, no egg. Then I get their Caesar salad because it gives you 2 sides. So I do 2 salads. I do the biggest steak that they got, and then I get sweet tea with it. That is always my go-to drink or my go-to order. I don't go there all the time as well, so don't think I'm putting down a 26-ounce steak and 2 salads like on the regular. But I definitely put it down. Mac and cheese ribs, you got to try. The ribs are kind of hit or miss. Some days you go, they're great. Other days you go, they're really not good. The mac and cheese there, I've tried it a time or 2, and they're always pretty good. My cat is literally sitting here sniffing the cologne bottles that I put on the ground, or that I put on my table. Mike, you tripping for not grabbing Full House. I mean, Full House is good, but it's not crazy. Great acting skills, Micah. Thank you, C2. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Modov, it's going good. What about you? Mike, Chris, almost done with my fragrance. I'm going to start selling on Amazon. Send y'all samples soon. Got to get the bottles in my hand next week. Okay, so, Brian, I have a question, too. Are we just getting samples, or are we going to get a full bottle, like, after you get the bottles and get everything ordered, obviously? Y'all got me want to fly to Texas. You don't have to go to Texas for Texas Roadhouse. I'm in Montana, and we have one up in Montana. I would assume there's probably one decently close to you, you know? Probably way closer than Texas. You'd have to try them out before, right? You can't just choose some off of instinct, you know? Yeah, and it's like here's the thing. I know if I were to, like, have to leave my house and if I had time to grab a fragrance, like, I already know, right, I'm grabbing Stronger With You. If this is the only fucking cologne I can grab, I'm going to grab Stronger With You. I understand that. Now, obviously, right, I had time to pick out my fragrances. I'm sure if this was like an actual scenario and if I had time, this is exactly what I would do. I would run over to my closet, right? And this is saying that, like, the fire isn't, like, in my room. The fire probably wouldn't be in my room. Now, there's literally a window, like, right over here that I can crawl out of. I guess, yeah. It's like, right over here I could crawl out of. What I would do, I would just grab my basketball bag, and I would go row by row. This row comes off first. I'd probably go this row first, then this row, just because these two have the most value on them. So I'll definitely do that. Might do a video of your cat trying fragrances. Oh, that's a 1 million view idea, Brian. What should you get? You really want to get gourmands? I'm good on my freshies. C2, you don't have any. I mean, to be fair, you don't have a whole lot of freshies, but you also don't have a whole lot of gourmands. C2, I would say get City Rhythm Austin. It's so good. I'm gonna have to send you all the samples because here's how it works. Got to send the big influencers full bottles to trade to promote it. You're gonna be short on bottles. I'm gonna send y'all samples, the full bottles later. Got you, Brian. Got you. So all these big influencers matter more to Brian than us. Gotcha. Also, Mike, I have a question. Kindly list your bank details backwards for a fun game. My new Dylan Blue running out fast on my shower gel. So good. Since it's one of your most anticipated bottles, loving it till now. Loving it till now? Like, as in you don't enjoy it anymore? Or you're saying, like, you're having a really good experience. Brian, I'm giving you a hard time, man. Fragrance smells like barbecue smoke? I have no clue. Definitely have like I definitely have some smoky fragrances in my collection, but none that smell like barbecue smoke. I will say that is a first. That is definitely a first I've been asked here on the channel. I've been asked like fragrances that smell like poop, fragrances that smell like pee. People are like, what's the worst smelling fragrance ever? I've never had anyone ask. Actually, I had one close to this. Someone came in and was like, do you have a fragrance that smells like steak? And I was like, no. But yeah. She get City Rhythm also off Joma Shop. You can find them off of some discounters. It's going to be kind of hard. I know Fragrance, they're on Fragrance Nevaeh. I don't know if per se Austin is on Fragrance Nevaeh. But I would just look around for sure. What do you think about Stronger With You Intensely? I have Stronger With You Intensely right here. Old batch of it. So pre-reformulation. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance. So this is a very good one. Smoke is the main. So you know what? We can use this. So Puvendren, the original batches of Stronger With You Intensely, I'm sure you can still find it because they haven't been reformulated for that long. It's this kind of like smoky caramel vanilla kind of scent, very sweet, very cinnamon heavy. So I'd say Stronger With You Intensely. Original formulation is good. Another one, Stronger With You EDT, has smoke as a note, and that one's good as well. I love the original Stronger With You. Actually, I would say for a more smoky fragrance, go the original Stronger With You. That Nashville, catch my eye. Brian, I've heard Nashville isn't that, like, I don't know. I've heard it's good, but I've heard it's not insane. I want to try them 10 bottles. But also, Brian, here's the thing. You will get Nashville. So why would you buy Nashville right now, mess up your chances, or mess up the timeline of when you would get the, big $500 pack, or be disciplined, just wait a little bit longer, and then get all of them. You know what I mean? Montrese, what's going on? If I didn't say what's up already. What fragrance smells like used toothpaste on a cold Friday night inside a used BMW in Chicago? Pretty sure that's Brian's Breath Eau de Parfum. Volnet, that's Creed Viking, aka Brian's Breath. Puvendren, you're welcome, man. But yeah, like, I don't know, I have a decent amount of like smoky fragrances, but I don't have like the most amount of smoky fragrances. But yeah, I would say like as far as an appealing smoke would go, the Stronger With You line has a whole lot of smokiness in there. Brian, so they are sold out of them, but they sell them year round. I'm pretty sure they just always have it up on the site. I don't think it goes away. Now I know that like my buddy bought it last Christmas, but when I checked, it was still up on the site. So I don't think that it's something they get rid of. I'm pretty sure. I think I was confused at first because I was telling a lot of people, I'm like, oh, hey, like you can only get it around Christmas, but I'm pretty sure you can get it year round. What's my best cheapie? Okay, I just say overall my best cheapie would have to be Kadlaj Shiaka Blue. It's citrusy green, it's aromatic, it's blue, it's fresh, it's powdery, it's a very, very good fragrance. It's like 20, I bought it for $20, but normally it's like $26. Mike, would you rather drink a bottle of cologne in one sitting or drink a bottle of water instead? 5 seconds to answer. Bottle of water. No, actually, a bottle of cologne because it'd get rid of the hiccups. John Von, nice. Yeah, absolutely. And I do have more cheapies in my collection. So was there like, were you specifically looking for something? Because I got a bunch of clones. I got nice cool weather fragrances. I got date night fragrances. Pretty much whatever you want, I should have a cheapie to recommend within reason. Just got the top of a car. How many sprays is ideal for people to notice? So I have Fakar. This is a great clone of Y Eau de Parfum. Okay, so John Vaughn says hot weather fresh fragrance. I would recommend you Lattafa Fakar. This is a clone of YSLY Eau de Parfum. Scout is asking how many sprays. I would say, like, for me, about 6 or 7 sprays would be good. I don't know, I think like 6 sprays or something like this last Sunday. Went over to my girlfriend's house like probably 5 to 6 hours after I had put this on. And we were cuddling. She was smelling me. She kept telling me I smell good and that she really liked this one. So I think that this is good. I'll check it out. Thanks. Yeah, John Vaughn, no problem. Mykah, if you were in an apocalypse, the only thing that repels zombies is shitty clone. What would you use and why? I would use the Sauvage Eau Forte, aka the Diddy Mist. Girlfriend approved. Yes, definitely girlfriend approved. Really, like, I don't wear a whole lot of fragrances unless they are girlfriend approved. At least ones that are heavy in my rotation. Like, sometimes I'll wear something my girlfriend doesn't per se love, but 9 times out of 10 I do try and go for stuff that she's told me she enjoys. I'm in Southeast Asia. The folks here don't dig oud. I would assume that the people there really wouldn't like oud just because isn't Southeast Asia very like hot and humid and everything like that, or am I not thinking of like the right climate? Hot and humid, yeah. Okay, see, so I feel like the thing with that is since oud is like such kind of like a superficial, like, I believe superficial could be a, I don't know if that's a way to describe it. It could be a way to describe it. But because oud is like super strong and a very distinct smell, when you pair that up with a high heat scenario, and then especially like a high heat and humid scenario, it just kind of messes with things. Because imagine if, you know, somebody had BO when it was cold out, right? It wouldn't be that bad because the cold would kind of suppress their smell. But if it's hot and it's humid, where like the waters, or where the air is, you know, carrying a lot of moisture, it's just gonna make it horrible. It's gonna make it horrible. It's gonna make it very bad because it's just gonna be very strong. It's gonna be in everyone's nose. Everyone's gonna be able to smell it. So I could see why people in that scenario wouldn't really like it. Maybe check out Versace's Oud Noir. I've heard that that is a good oud that you can wear in the heat. Or another one, check out Tom Ford's Oud Mineral. It's this like oud and ambergris combo. Very, very, very good and great for the heat. Your friend bought a sample of Black Orchid with pheromone on the bottle. Bro, I swear to God. Is Eau Fraiche still relevant in 2025 or too played out? I think Eau Fraiche is still good now. It's not a strong cologne. You know, you are going to have to reapply. However, I would say it's still a good fragrance. It has starfruit as a note. For a fresh, you know, kind of like citrusy basic fragrance, as you could kind of call it, it still definitely does stand out. But there is a new Eau Fraiche Extreme or Eau Fraiche Intense. I'm not sure what it's called, but there's a new one coming out. So I would say wait for the new one to come out, test it out, and then decide from there. Thought so too. Wonder if Spice Bomb Extreme would be any better. I wouldn't say Spice Bomb Extreme. I'd say for you're really gonna want to go fresh fragrances. If you're in Southeast Asia and it's like really hot right now, yeah, go fresh fragrances. And maybe if it does cool down, you know, in the year, then yeah, you can start pulling out some oud. But I would say for the most part, if it's like primarily hot and humid, it wouldn't really be worth it to get like cool weather, you know, heavy oud fragrances opposed to just getting like good year-round fragrances. Thanks, yeah, but Bintaro, no problem. John Vaughn, Eau Fraiche is actually really good for sitting by the pool or beach. Surprising, refreshing on the nose. Yes, it's very refreshing, and it's just a kind of fragrance where it's like you're running to the store, throw a couple sprays on. You're running the gas station, throw a couple sprays on. It would be one where if you do want to, you know, get a lot of compliments with it, you take it with you, or you take a little decant and keep spraying it on you, just because it is not a very strong fragrance. But I think if the new one still has kind of that star fruit, like really attractive star fruit DNA, but if it's a lot stronger, that could be good. Because a lot of people right now, what they're wanting freshies with good longevity and good projection. That's the big thing right now. And obviously, people want, good longevity and good projection within a fragrance, but it's becoming more and more evident, as we're seeing a lot of these freshies that are getting, pretty dang strong. Let's see. My phone is getting a little low. So we're going to kind of... Bro, can I not plug in my phone? We're going to move back here a little bit. But yeah, we're sitting down. Still got all the fragrances right here. But yeah, the new Eau Fraiche could be good. The new Eau Fraiche really does intrigue me. Yeah. Pyro Project, what's going on? What's one fragrance for the rest of your life? Are you saying... I'm assuming you're saying that in this scenario, it would be the only fragrance I could wear for the rest of my life. So if I had to pick something like that where, you could wear it year round and it would be good, for me, I'd be going YSL myself. There's something that, that YSL myself does for me, for it being a fresh fragrance, something that, shouldn't necessarily stand out. Like, it stands out so much to me. It gets me a lot of compliments. There's not a bad time to wear this. And again, this one, most definitely girlfriend approved. She said that, my girlfriend said this smells like something from her childhood. She couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was, but this one definitely girlfriend approved. A Le Parfum or EDP, this is the... Trying to see. Well, it's not even flipped the right way. What am I doing here? It is just Eau de Parfum. I don't really like the Le Parfum that much. And I don't even think per se the Le Parfum is bad. However, to me, the Le Parfum is just kind of similar to like Born in Roma, Intense, or something like that. I much prefer the original. Very, very refreshing. I honestly feel like the Le Parfum was just very disappointing. I love the original. This is probably my favorite like overall scent in my whole collection. I have a decent amount of fragrances. That's saying something, if a freshy designer is one of my favorite scents in my collection. But yeah, I think that this is great. I do want to try. They're releasing a new. I don't know exactly what they're calling it. I believe they're calling it like La Absolute or something like that. But there is a new one that is in the works, so could be interesting. From what I've seen, it's just like a really patchouli heavy fragrance. Now the original has patchouli. It's not the most patchouli heavy, but it's definitely a patchouli heavy kind of fragrance. Like complete chrome bottle, so definitely does look cool. Yeah, definitely does look cool. Looks intriguing, but to me, the Le Parfum was honestly just a big letdown. Another fragrance that was just like kind of a letdown for me that I recommend you get a clone of instead. Pretty much the whole Maison Margiela line, I wasn't very... I guess I wouldn't say I wasn't happy with them because I didn't think any of them really smelled bad. But By the Fireplace, I had big hopes for. Jazz Club, I had huge hopes for as well. And Jazz Club is like this almost citrusy tobacco. Was intriguing. I did like By the Fireplace. But this clone here, La Top Al Oud and this to me is pretty much one-to-one By the Fireplace. Some people say Amir Al Oud is By the Fireplace with oud in it. Now it does have two oud notes. To me, I don't really pick up on any oud, and that's like $20. So I would highly recommend that one. Is my live blur? Yeah, I didn't realize I was right at the wall. Well, I think I'm gonna hop off anyways. If it's blurry, if it's not blurry, thank you all. Have a good day. Azara Chrome and a scratch and sniff sticker on the bot. Thought it smelled outdated. Can you trust those sniff stickers? I don't think Azara Chrome smells that bad. I don't think it really smells outdated. I would say it smells pretty modern. I would say, yeah, it smells pretty modern. So I would say probably just test the actual fragrance, but I would say you could probably buy it. Cool. Have a good night. Everyone else have a good night. Sorry for ending it kind of abruptly. I genuinely have no clue. Wait, I do have a clue. What am I talking about? Don't listen to me, guys. Have a good night. Peace, everyone. I may be live later today to do like a short 15, maybe 30-minute live. I'm not exactly sure. Just in case, have a good night. Hey, John Vaughn, thank you for the sub. Peace, everyone.